I am so excited. I finished my nurse delegation, nurse's aide, home care aide. Sorry, the light's weird. I finished. I got it done. Yippee skippy. So, oh, my dog is going crazy. I'm gonna have to let him outside. All of a sudden, he's going nuts. So my housemate had to leave. And so he heard her going. He's been out, he was playing, all the things. Maybe I'll just let him out to play again. So I had my dinner early today, which is good. Probably make me sleep better to have my dinner done sooner than later. And then what else? Oh, I'm just so excited. I got it done. So I got a 92% on the test, on the final. Yahoo! And 80% was passing, so. Anyway, I did it. And I was in high therapeutic ketosis after my midday lunch, midday meal. I usually don't eat breakfast. I eat like a kind of brunch thing, depending. Sometimes I eat at 10, but usually not till later, till I get hungry. Because carnivore makes you very satiated for longer. So, hello. I'm just gonna let my puppy out. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Hold the camera, put a leash on my dog. Get him out the crate. Come here, buddy. The light's gonna be weird because I'm going into a dark room. Come here. Okay, you gotta sit. You gotta sit so I can put your leash on. Come on. Come on. No. Come here. Oh, turkey. In order to go outside, you have to sit. Sit. I'm blocking him. There. Good boy. Finally. You need to mind me. No. You rambunctious puppy. Sit down. Chuki, shut up. Oh, don't shake. That's his tactic. In order to get out of something, he shakes. Knock it off. Okay, it's dark in here. Let's turn the light on. Come on. Come here. It's getting cooler in the evenings. Come on. So anyway, I thought I would come in and celebrate because I finished my school. For work, I mean. I finished my school for work. I had to look up and see. I thought a bedroom light was on that I thought I had turned off. It's not though, it's not on. It's the family room light and the stairwell light. Are you done? Are you all done? See if my doggy's done doing his business. Anyway, so excited. So 75 hours of school. I could do a mental health section for information, for extra education. So because mental health is a big part of what we do as caregivers. There's usually some mental health that we deal with our clients. I've been around it a lot because my son struggles. So anyway, but I just did my diabetes final, and I already did the other final exam a couple of weeks ago. I did. Come here. Stop. I shouldn't have to yank on you. Come on. There we go. Anyway, so I'm pretty excited to have it done though, because now my life can resume. I've been kind of procrastinating because it felt like it was never gonna end, like I was gonna have to keep doing school. But I got the practicum class done, 2 days of live in-class training. I already did that, the skills tests. So like foot care and hand care and putting on a compression stockings, because there's a way to do it. But you have to do everything in order. Like you need to wash your hands before each task, put your gloves on properly, and take the gloves off properly when you're done. Wash your hands afterwards. You have to remember all the steps, you know what I'm saying? And then you have to remember what supplies that you need for each skill. Like one of the skills, you need 8 washcloths. I think that's peri-care, if I remember right. And then one of them you only need 4. I think that's the hand care. Or foot care too. Foot care, you need 4. Anyway, you got to remember all that stuff, right? Because they're not going to help you and tell you when you go to do it. So I'm going to do a refresher course with the guy that taught our group. He said we can go in for a refresher, a quick refresher of any skills that we might, I'm probably going to go in there and do the ones that are more involved, like bed bath or whatever, or transferring maybe. Sorry. Yeah, my housemate forgot her meat that she was, pork shoulder that she was gonna cook over the weekend. Come here. She left. Come on, you need to go outside. I mean, you need to go in your crate. Sorry. Come on. Anyway, isn't somebody gonna come on here and celebrate with me because I finished my test? Maybe I need to get off and schedule it for 20 minutes from now, like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Come on. I think my regulars live in time zones that are later, except for Drowsy Doll, who lives in Alaska, and they're an hour behind me. So she's 6:38 right now. Come here. Come on. Your fish is in here. Look it. It's in there. Good boy. I need to train him better so he'll go in there without bribery, but he spends some time in his crate because, honestly, a lot of times he's just a puppy, but he's naughty. He eats things that are not food, anything that's not nailed down. And there was a packet from a plastic package from cheese that was on the floor. That was my housemate dropped it. I try to keep things like that off the floor because I know him, but he just grabs whatever. And then I left my other dog's plastic dish on the floor, and Cosmos came and chewed it completely to bits. So, and I have a tactic where I don't chase him around for things because it makes it worse. Makes him run. I need to soak this pan. Got my dishes done earlier. I actually feel good. I got quite a bit done considering that I got my schoolwork done too. My bedding. My bed got stripped completely, including the fleece. And all of that got washed. Right now I'm gonna put the clothes. Where's my other basket? I think it's, shoot, I think my housemates have the other basket, clothes basket. I'm gonna need to go up into their apartment and upstairs and get my white clothes basket. Either that or I'm just gonna have to fold all my clothes and put them away. But I like that big white one. It has wheels on it. It's nice. So anyway. Oh, I was gonna, gosh, I'm tired and kind of anyway, I'm gonna grab my tripod. If I can remember where I put it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I had a feeling that's where I put it. Right by the door. Chucky, go. Go away. Okay, let me put this up. Just set this up. It's funny, there was a couple people in here, and then they popped out. Of course, I had to go because I got a phone call real quick because the nurse from my nurse's aide training called me back because we were talking about a situation with one of my clients, and she wanted to make sure that I was clear about something. So just setting up my tripod, getting it to the right height. But I'm so proud of myself getting that school, the stuff done. I completed it. I've completed my nurse's aide training a lot of times. When I was in my 20s, I was about 25 or 4, maybe a little bit younger than that when I first got it. Trying to remember how old I was. And then, let's see, I'm looking for that. Oh, sorry, I've got another piece to my tripod that needs loosened. There we go. So excuse my messy laundry room. That's why I need to do laundry. And then I need to clean the floors in the laundry room, which will be another project for another day. So here we go. There's a lot of crap in here. Lots of stuff on the shelf. This is why I need to not have school anymore and take care of projects around the house. We had construction going on in our house when my husband died 4 years ago. And because I had a lot of things on my plate besides trying to figure out what to do with all the projects that were unfinished, I got things, financial things done, and, you know, practical things so that I could survive. But then I had an HVAC system put in, and they botched it. So then we had more construction. It was horrible. So, and I had no heat last winter? It's been such a weird, wacky time that I can't even remember if it was last winter. I think it was last winter. Anyway, there was one point at which it got down to 15 below zero. And I was holed up in my bedroom because it was the only room I could keep warm enough to keep me from freezing to death. And I had heaters, space heaters on my pipes to keep them from freezing. And they still froze because I had my crawl space under the house. Wind came in under there and froze my pipes from up underneath. it was super, super bad. Okay, so I'm gonna get this fleece thing dry so I can put it back on my mattress, because I literally can't really, I have a memory foam that is underneath this fleece, but if I don't put the fleece back on, it's an unprotected memory foam that is kind of fragile. And I don't want my dog on it with his nails and stuff like that. I need to put this fleece back on the bed along with the sheets. So I kept forgetting because I was trying to get my school done. I had to redo my internet, as I was saying, because my internet wasn't working. I'm like, I need to finish school. So, you know, I did a thing. Even with all the roadblocks that were put in front of me, I did it. Kind of like last winter when I did all the things that I needed to get done, even though I had all kind of roadblocks in front of me. So it was not an easy winter to go through, especially without my husband, you know, and made me just really remorse. I had buyer's remorse big time because, I wish I'd never put that HVAC system in with that company. They charged me a lot. And then I had to get a lawyer, and then, so in the middle of that cold winter, I was busy getting a lawyer. Oh, wait a minute. No, when did that happen? Dang, it was crazy. It was so crazy because I didn't find out that there was a water leak until after that. I didn't know why my mini splits and my ducted heating system didn't work properly. But then I found out that it leaked into the wall. So that was after the hard winter. So it was a whole year of mishap after mishap. So some people come into my lives and they see my house isn't so neat and tidy and nice. Don't judge, because you don't know what a person's been through. I'm gonna take a shower before I go to bed. That's what I should do right now while I just stuck another load of laundry in. Anyway, that has been a whole thing. Oh, I want this on low, not on high, because that fleece is wool and I don't want it to shrink. So I should make sure that it's not on a whole hour, because I don't want it to shrink. If it doesn't dry by the time I'm out of the shower, then I'll put a few more minutes on it. Turn this light off before, because my light switch is on the other side of the room from the door, which is really weird. Doesn't make no sense, but that's how they did it. I'd like to add another light switch. That's a whole nother wiring issue, and I don't know how to do that. Anyway, so project after project, and then we had contractors come in and redid our bathroom This was way before my husband died. And they botched that. It was water damage from pipes breaking in the cellar. And the contractors that did the contract work for this house for community action to pass the inspection for community action, they put visqueen plastic because it's a requirement for a so-called outdoor. They considered the cellar an outdoor space, even though it's not. And so they said they had to put insulation around the pipes and visqueen plastic over that. And I said, but that doesn't even make sense for an outdoor place or not. Because if pipes do leak, then they're going to leak into the visqueen plastic and hold the water up to the floorboards, right? Pickles, hi! Hi! You don't have school tomorrow. Party. How are you? I came in to celebrate and nobody's been in here. I guess there's 2 people in here right now, apparently. Sammy P was in earlier today. That was nice to see her. I hadn't seen her in a long time. She wasn't in very long, but she came in for a minute. Anyway, I was in earlier today, but if you go back and look at it, it was on a topic. I actually had a topic. I talked about hormones and diabetes and blood sugar issues that everybody needs to monitor their blood sugar in one way or another. We need to figure out what our blood sugar is doing. I've always known that I've had sensitive blood sugar and that I need to watch it. It was usually low when I was a kid. I mean, I never tested it, but those were the symptoms. And so, it's just really important. So that's what I talked about. And I have that keto mojo. And I was in high therapeutic ketosis earlier today after I did that video. I took my blood sugar and ketones before I did the video, right at the beginning of the video, actually. And that was my very last video before this one. And so, anyway, just grabbing some clothes and folding because I need to. Anyway, sorry, I can't do 2 things at once. But anyway, I was in, moderate ketosis. My blood sugar was high this morning. For me it was 134, and I couldn't figure out why, because I should have been past the dawn effect. But it was almost like I was in dawn effect, but it was 11 o'clock or so. Well, no, it was 10 something. But I had gotten up I woke up. Sorry, I didn't get up. I stayed in bed and then I read my Bible in bed. And that was like, I took my blood sugar about 10:30 or something like that. Anyway, 10 something. And it was 134. Which I got like a warning, from my Keto Mojo app. Why is this still dirty? Well, it went through the wash, so I'm going to call it clean. But for some reason, the dirt, maybe it's just soot, because I probably cleaned my cast iron or something with it. Anyway, so I was really happy though, because I was in high therapeutic ketosis. I was like 2.5 ketones or something, millimole. Is how they're measured. Anyway, it's kind of exciting. I have an interview with Carnivorous Grandma the end of October 2nd or 3rd. I can't remember which day. I've got it on my calendar. I'll let you guys know about it. I'll keep y'all posted, because you can come watch. I might actually, what I'll do is I'll end up streaming it from my channel. It'll be streamed on her channel and my channel. So that'll be good. And then I just was asked today by another friend who I met at Hack Your Health KetoCon, which is a low carb conference. I talked to him on the phone because I wanted to know about the supplements that he takes, because he's not taking thyroid medication, and he doesn't want to take thyroid medication, and he had never taken thyroid medication, but his doctor was pressuring him to do Synthroid, which is synthetic thyroid medication, and I'm on natural NP thyroid, but I'm also on another thyroid medication called liothyronine. Anyway, it's kind of nuts. And my thyroid panel, everything else looks good, but my hormone panel didn't look good, and my thyroid panel didn't look good. So, I'm on medications to fix that, but he was on zero carb. I think that's the channel. Anyway, the guy's name is, the guy whose channel it is named Dave Mackey. And I think it's Mackie. Anyway, he's great, and he has people on their testimonies all the time. He's got videos coming out like multiple times a day, because he's always doing interviews. And I actually want him to interview me. He's wanting to do more videos to get this information out there and get more people's story out there. So, because our stories are varied and our, things that we've overcome, health challenges we've overcome or in the middle of overcoming, I kind of feel like my story's still unwritten, but even though I've been at this for a year, but I had a lot of things to heal. I had a lot of, even though I wasn't obese or whatever, but I was on the obese, anyway, I probably didn't look like it to most people, but I was close to 160 pounds. I don't think I ever quite hit 160, but to me, being 5'4", that's more than I should weigh, and I didn't feel good at that. And even a couple of months ago at KetoCon, my DEX scan said that I was 39% body fat, which is too high. So I got, and I'm pretty sure it's right, because the gym device that I did at the gym to calculate my body fat also said that I was 39%. I was incredulous. I was like, that cannot be right. That's can't be right. But it was right. And so what happened is, I think, is that I wasn't in ketosis. You get on carnivore and you get on keto, eating keto, and you think, well, you assume, I'm in ketosis. Well, if you don't get enough fat, then you're not. If you don't get enough fat, even if you think you're getting enough fat, if you think that your digestion is good and all of that, because that's kind of one of the telltale signs to tell if you are in ketosis, is that you're not constipated. You are able to move your bowels. Anyway, it's my housemate's sock. I'm going to put that aside. Anyway, yay, I'm getting my clothes folded. Woohoo! So I don't think I was in ketosis. I think I was kept going into gluconeogenesis. And I've talked about this before. So that's when your protein turns into glucose because you don't have the carbs or energy source. So you have to have enough fat for energy source. And if you don't have enough fat in your diet, on carnivore you need it, on keto you need it. You need enough fat or you will go into gluconeogenesis, and then your body will still not be in fat burning mode, and you will put on the weight. And worse than that, your blood sugar will be wackadoo. That's the worst part of it. Your blood sugar, you don't want your blood sugar getting off kilter because it will wreak havoc in your body. Think diabetes, think limb amputations, foot amputations, blindness. I mean that unrestrained glucose running rampant in your body, it's not a good thing at all. And I think that my guess is that I was probably moving my way to diabetes. Not a good thing. But my blood sugar after that high point this morning leveled back out by the afternoon. By early afternoon, I tested it, like I said, at 10 something. By early afternoon, it was already down to like 77. Really good. I have a hat on because bad hair days, multiple days. I need to throw these socks away. I have a whole bunch of this brand, and they fall down into my shoes, and they're very annoying. These other ones have little tab thingies that keep them out of my shoes. You want to know that information, right? And I like these little shorty socks that are kind of like tube socks but short. That style. I'm gonna fold a towel because that'll take my mountain of laundry down quickly. And then I'll come look at the chat and see what y'all saying. But anyway, it's been a good day, and I got a 92 on my final. Yay! I actually originally got an 82, and then I went back in and studied the answers and the test, and I took it again and I got a 92. I only needed an 80 in order to pass, so I barely passed originally, which that's sad. But I think you're allowed to go back and take it. If you didn't pass it, you can go back and take it until you pass it. So anyway, I knew the material pretty well. There's just part of the test was kind of funny the way they had the questions organized. It was put these things in order of when you would do them for giving somebody their insulin. And then they were lettered from A to G, and there were 7 steps or whatever. And just the way that it was kind of organized on the page or whatever, it was kind of hard to keep track. Okay, which ones did I already do? What comes next? So I kind of had to go back and forward again and figure it out. And that is where I missed some points because it just got confusing trying to order those in order. Anyway, it would have been better if they had 1 through 7 like lined up along the top, and then had you put the answers underneath A, B, C, D, you know, in order. It wouldn't have been A, B, C, D. It would have been A, E, whatever. You know what I mean? In the order they wanted them, and but they had them one at a time at the bottom of the page, and you couldn't see what you had answered already in the order you had put them in. So it was just kind of hard to keep them straight, which order they would go in. Anyway, that makes about as much sense as, I don't know. But that was the hardest one because just the way it was organized or disorganized, I would say. I should be quality control, I'm telling you. So the bathroom thing I was telling you about, I forgot I was going to finish that story. So our bathroom pipes leaked up under in the cellar one time, and the floor got squishy in the bathroom. We couldn't figure out what was going on. I thought maybe, you know, my son kind of gets messy when he takes a shower and he doesn't really care to mop up his water, but then there was another squishy place over kind of in front of the toilet. Like, what is going on? And so went down in the cellar to check it out and found out there was water held up by the Visclean plastic right up to the floorboards and rotting our bathroom floor out. Telling you, people think they know what the regulations should be for home building, and they think they know how to do it. They need a quality control person to say, wait a minute, that doesn't make any logical sense. You know what I'm saying? Not that I know a whole bunch about things, but I know something. there was something with our pavement. Anyway, I'll finish this story and then I'll tell you my next story about that, because I'm on the city council. So anyway, we had to have our bathroom totally gutted and totally remodeled. So we are still dealing with that, because what happened is it was Belfour, and they're actually flood remediation company. They always do like water damage kind of stuff, and they did a crappy job. They contracted it out. They didn't have good materials. We had wood wainscoting, which is the wood that goes around, the fancier wood that goes around the bottom of the wall in the bathroom, you know. It was beautiful. Not anymore, because they went the cheap way and did paneling instead of real. Oh, I can't find a good match. I should have just said bowl. Real wood was here, put real wood back in, because you need to do it to the point at which it was, you know, if you did your bid wrong, sorry. But you know what? They pocketed money, I think, because they had $17,000 on the bid, and it wasn't like they had to put a tub or a shower in. They just, you know, and they didn't have to do, the drywall wasn't all wrecked. The drywall was still good. Anyway, it was nuts. They did have to redo the floor. Anyway, we're still dealing with it, because what happened is mold went up from the shower stall, above the shower stall. They didn't put green board. Like, there's a waterproof green board for, this is greasy, darn it. I'm gonna rewash this. I'm gonna put Dawn on the grease spots. So they didn't put green board on it's like, if I was a contractor, I'd know enough to do that. So anyway, they only give you 60 days to say this job wasn't done right. Well, the mold didn't pop up until about 3 months out. Then there was mold climbing up the wall from the shower, because they didn't put the green board. Insane. I'm complaining. Anyway, I'm just kind of explaining. I got off on a tangent because explaining why my house is still a mess. Because I've had contractors after contractors in here, and every time contractors come in, they botch. They botch. And the ones that came in to fix the water damage, I wasn't impressed with them either, and I thought I would be, because the guy that came out to tell me what they would do for me and to kind of get an idea of what was going on, he seemed really honest, and I think he is. But the company is called Restoration Done, and they left the carpet and the carpet pads and all the stuff from the flooring. They just dumped it in my garbage pile, in my stuff that needs to be taken to the dump. Well, do they realize that I don't have a truck and I have to have somebody with a truck come and do that? And as a person my husband passed away, it's like the last thing that I want to do is try to figure out how to get a truck or hire a truck or whatever. I have other things more pressing to deal with, like a house that is a mess because I've had contractors in here that keep botching jobs. Anyway, and then they didn't finish. They did the floors upstairs, but they didn't finish them. I didn't get all the money that I needed to get from the homeowner's claim because the company that did this to me claimed that they were only going to pay for the repairs. Well, I had broken pipes, and I had to get the pipes fixed from the house all the way to the meter. Not because of this problem, but because it was a comedy of errors. Because we had just more stuff happen. Found out that my pipes were really old from the house all the way to the meter, and that they all needed replaced. It was crazy. Yeah, so exactly, Pickles. I don't understand why they did it that way either. So here's another illogical thing that happened in our town. They just want your money. That's right. They don't care. That's right. And they put that HVAC system in. They didn't seal the pipe, the drain pipes for it and the pans. They didn't seal all that stuff correctly. So, in other words, the pipes just fell in the attic and leaked into my walls because they didn't seal them right. They didn't put it in right. That's how they botched it. And they botched it really bad. It wasn't correct at all. So I had to have another HVAC company come out and do an estimate and fix it. And then I paid them out of the homeowner's claim. And I didn't have any money left for all the pain and suffering, the lawyers, and all the crap that I had went through. Anyway, God knows what I went through. Vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. I don't have to get vengeance. I can trust God, but I also know that He takes up for the widow, and He knows what happened. And it's wrong what happened, and it's wrong that they didn't take responsibility. None of those companies did. And guess what? The Belfour outfit, their national Belfour, Belfor, I think is how you spell it. Anyway, they went out of business in Spokane. It was badly managed. I'm like, that's not a surprise. So anyway, because I called, homeowners insurance and said, hey, my bathroom is moldy because of how, that's not all. They botched that job so bad from top to bottom. So they took the what do you call it? Threshold of the shower, the metal threshold along the bottom, and they put it in backwards. So the water was leaking out of the shower, just flowing onto the floor. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. I thought maybe my sweep, the rubber sweep needed to be put on correctly or whatever. So my neighbor, a lady, but she knows a lot about construction and stuff like that, she came over to look at it, and we were both trying to, figure it out and put a new rubber sweep on there to hold the water in and stuff. And it just kept leaking and leaking and leaking. finally she looked at it closer and she said, they put this threshold on backwards. So we unscrewed it, put it back in, flipped it around the right way, and put it in the right way. So the floor that they had so painstakingly dried and made nice, put new linoleum on and everything, was on the way to being ruined again. So yeah, I agree. They just want your money. It sucks. Doggy girl! Hi. Hi, doggy girl. I'm sorry. I've been ranting and raving about this and that and the other. A lot about why my house is still a shambles. And I have a reselling business, or I had a reselling business, and I had a lot of inventory and stuff. And so when all this contracting stuff happened and all the damage happened in my house, a lot of all of my inventory went out the door into storage. And then it had to be returned into the house. Well, guess what is boxed up? Here, I'm going to show you some. This is a box of messy clothes that are actually for resale. Actually, this isn't. There's a couple of things that belong to me in here. But anyway, that's some reseller stuff that I need to list and get rid of or just give away. Thanks, doggy girl. Oh. So anyway, I got a lot of stuff. Here, I'm going to show you some. I'm going to give away a trade secret. This because I trust you, because you guys are regulars, and then irregulars are going to come in and watch the replay, but I don't care. Maybe they'll grow a conscience. Maybe they'll grow some niceness in their bones. Oh, you're off to bed. Yeah, it is that time of night. You have a good night, doggy girl. I'm glad you came in. Yeah, I know. They hire just whoever off the street needs a job. Don't necessarily, vet them good. And it's really aggravating. I need to do my research next time that I pick. How come it smells like a dead mouse in here? God help me, Jesus. I have a mouse trap. Oh. How did that happen? That mouse trap ended up. Did my mouse trap snap? It did snap. There is a dead mouse in here. Oh my gosh. I know my dead mouse smell when I smell it. Sorry, that was WTMI. But anyway, I'm glad I have these mouse traps, but I need to reset them. They haven't been coming in, but it started raining and stuff. And yuck. So bye, doggy girl, if you haven't left already. Have a good night. I'm gonna come back in tomorrow because I don't have a writing lesson tomorrow. We don't have writing this week. Actually, I think I should get a hold of my writing instructor and see if maybe they started back up. Oh, that's such a gross smell. That's really disgusting. But now he's in the outside garbage, he or she. I should wash this mouse trap because they probably smell the dead mouse on it. I know it's disgusting. What was that? Ugh, I just realized I was watching it from while it was playing back. Oh. Huh. Can you rephrase that? Did you miss some of my live? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. Anyway, ugh. Oh, that stinks. Come here, Chuki, get out of there. You're gonna get locked in the laundry room. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, so now, if you are gonna be here, if not, just watch the replay. I'm going to show what this last bout with contractors and so on, from having to have my floors all redone because of the water damage upstairs. The enemy just doesn't want us to have a home, I'm telling you. He's a jerk. But I got my clothes folded while I was sitting here chatting with y'all. Okay, stick this in the bathroom on my way upstairs. So I'm gonna go upstairs and show you the bedroom that houses some, not all, of the stuff that got put into storage, like things that were in my inventory. I had everything organized in a room upstairs on shelves. And there was room in that room for shipping and for laying things out on the table and getting the barcodes on them and so on and so forth. Wow, why is it so cold up here? I wonder if a window's open. I'm gonna turn the AC down. It doesn't need to be cranked down. I think that's the issue. Oh my goodness, somebody turn the AC down to 71. It does not need to be that cold. Dear God, that's gonna cost them because I'm going to split the cost of, oh my gosh, okay. Don't go in there, space. I was gonna look in there though for something, I can't remember what it was. Okay, so here's the room. Oh, the chat was off topic from where you were. I see. Oh, I see. That's crazy. So here's the crazy room, and I'm in a one box at a time. I'll probably do some on video. So here's some drywall that they left behind. They actually left a nice horse, what's that called? Sawhorse, you know? There's a bunch of clothes. Can't remember what those are. I think those might be my son's. And I need to figure out what they are. I already took some that are giveaway out. So some of this is my son's stuff, but Some of it is just like these Home Depot boxes. All the Home Depot boxes are stuff that they packed up and put in storage. And then there's shelves and beds, and this is these are my furnace, my filters for my HVAC system. Anyway, there's a small bin. There's a couple big bins. There's flooring. There's shelves. What I need to do is I need to unwrap. There's a that's Christmas stuff in that gray bin right there. That's all I have of Christmas stuff. All of these boxes back here, I have no idea what's in each box. Nothing was labeled. So I'll just have to take one box at a time. And what I'm going to do, and this was my table that I used. It's actually originally was a craft or sewing table. And it's kind of nice because it folds, like, sort of. It tips up so it doesn't take up so much room. So you can tip it up when you're not using it. I know, it's insane, but this is because of all the contractors. So this right here is a really good mattress, but that was in the room that I'm renting out to the renters. Okay, Pickles, that's fine. You can watch the replay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm glad you came in and say hi, though. I don't want you to fall asleep during the live. That would be hard on you, too. So, yeah, don't let the bed bugs bite. Don't let the mice run over my head. Anyway, there's more stuff back here. It's insane. So I'm going to take one box at a time, but there's a bookshelf here, and there's more bookshelves in this room. And what I need to do is I need to sort this out, put the bookshelves where I can get at them, and then take one box at a time and start putting things that I want to keep on bookshelves. I think this is a dresser. So I'll turn it around so I can open up the drawers and store some things in the dressers. And then I'll figure out what I just want to get rid of. Maybe I'll have a garage sale. I will sell some of it because it's like brand new stuff that I put money into. Oh my gosh. This is more of my son's stuff. Okay, whatever. I shouldn't have come up here before going to bed because I don't want to be stressed out about it. But actually, I think that it takes more off my plate to look at it and go, okay, I can do this. So I'm going to take this drywall that who knows why they did this. They left it here. I'm going to take this drywall and put it in a closet, or because I have really big closets. I don't know if it'll fit in the closet though, even though I have walk-in closets. Or in the garage. But my garage is like a carport and it's very dirty. And so if I put this drywall in the closet, I can't even talk. In the garage, it will get dirty. And then this is insulation that we bought to fix things and also that the contractors left. And rolls of plastic, which I can use for packing materials for when my stuff starts selling again. I stopped doing my reselling after my husband died because, for obvious reasons, I said I need to be able to figure out all my financial stuff and get things all figured out. I cannot, not. Are these those dirty clothes that I pulled out of the washer today? The dryer, I mean. I'm gonna take them back down and wash them. So there was a load of their wash that didn't get clean. It was in the dryer and it had only gone in the dryer for a little bit. And I'm just gonna go ahead and because that's what I was gonna do, as I was gonna take this load and I was gonna rewash it for them because it smelled moldy. I'm like, I don't think that should be dried the rest of the way because it's moldy. Anyway, craziness. I'm so glad I had regulars on. I think I will close it off here because you know me, I'm chatty cat. I could go on, but I need to get off. So that was good. I wanted to celebrate that I finished my test and show you the projects that I'm going to start doing and get my house back in order. And I found a mouse and I threw it away, a dead one. And we're gonna overcome through Jesus, right? We are more than conquerors through him who loved us and called us according to his purpose. So I'm going to wash these clothes. I hope Lexi's hubs doesn't get upset at me. Anyway, good night, everybody. Have fun watching my replay. I just busted the bag open of clothing because I shoved it down the stairs to make it easier on me because I have to pull this door shut. Anyway, I've got a garage full of boxes because my renters brought their stuff from storage. It's nuts. It's crazy. But I don't know why I brought that up exactly, except that I don't really have room in my garage to store anything. I have to shut this better. This is a makeshift baby gate, dog door. It's a door. It's literally a door that is supposed to go, I'll show you. It's supposed to go here because this door got busted because somebody got mad, won't say who, and kicked it. So I need to put the door on that. I need to put the door on. Anyway, don't you love all the projects I have to do? It's just awesome. So on that note, that's what's wrong with me. I guess I didn't bust this open, it just opened from the top. I thought maybe the bag ripped open. Anyway, that's what's wrong, is that I have so many things to do and I just need to pick a project and start doing it. Pick a box and go through one box and one bookshelf and start loading up the bookshelves and putting things away. and then decide if I want to just get rid of my reseller stuff, even though there's lots of money tied up in all those brand new things, and I thought they could sell. So I'll have to scan them through eBay. I don't really want to do Amazon, but I might scan them through Amazon. I used to do Amazon FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. But it became a real pain in the butt. And it's still a pain in the butt, even though I'm not doing it anymore. They sent me a thing that said my item was not, what did they say? Something like it doesn't meet regulations, or that it, it can't be listed or whatever. I'm like, I don't have any listings with you guys. Do you still have stuff in the warehouse of mine or something? Am I still paying a warehouse fee? I didn't think I was. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Anyway. But things went a little haywire when my husband died, and some things got left by the wayside. So now we just one thing at a time, and I'll win a corner and here and there. My family room is manageable. It's at management level. I still have big buckets of paint. This is just a box of canned black beans that I don't want, that I need to give away. I think that might be past outdated, but who cares? It's still good. I'll probably just put it on the town text and say, does anybody want some black beans that are outdated, that are still good? The cans aren't bulging, you know what I'm saying? The sad thing is these clothes were in the laundry room, and because I put them on the floor in front of the dryer because I knew that I was going to rewash them, they got put back in a bag. And he came down and said, could you please not take clothes out of the dryer and put them on the floor? I said, I can explain. They smelled moldy, so I was going to rewash them for you. So, anyway, here we go. And I hope he doesn't get mad at me for rewashing them. But I want to. I want to rewash them for him. For them. They're a busy little family with a baby. And they work hard, and she's gonna be gone, and he's working, and all that stuff. So anyway, I think it might have been, the washer might have been overfilled too, so I'll do 2 loads. Anyway, good night, everybody, or I'll just go on and on forever. Bye-bye. We'll go into some boxes tomorrow. We'll go into some boxes and see what goodies we find. What treasures.